Back home now, and a state government audit has revealed that combustible cladding is likely to have been used on almost 1,400 buildings in Victoria. But it's not just the risk of fire that's worrying residents. Their insurance premiums are skyrocketing, and experts are warning many of them will have to resort to expensive legal action to get the problem fixed. James Oaten reports.
As an author of children's books, Andy White needs to be able to concentrate at home.
Come now, let's take a cheeky look.
But since a fire broke out at his apartment complex in March, he's had a lot on his mind.
For myself, it's not just my home that I come home to after work. You know, I'm here pretty much 24/7, and the thought of, another fire again, bit of a stress.
A faulty air conditioning unit started the blaze, which quickly spread from one property to the apartment above. Fire investigators have since confirmed non-compliant combustible cladding had been installed.
Yeah, so as you can see, there's where the fire started on the second level below.
Residents have now launched legal action against the builder, but in the meantime, they'll have to pay an insurance bill that has more than quadrupled.
You should be able to say, right, I bought my apartment, it's safe, it's solid, but I should not have to pay exorbitant insurance premiums because the building is now not safe.
The Victorian government recently revealed almost 1,400 buildings are likely to have combustible cladding. But who foots the bill to replace the cladding can be a source of contention.
There is always a reluctance from builders to hold out their hands to rectify defects. However, it's a question of degree. Some builders, of course, may take some responsibility up front, while others are much more reluctant to step into the fray.
Lawyer Andrew Whitelaw represents 8 owners' corporations who are considering or commencing legal action. Do you anticipate there will be a lot more long and expensive and drawn-out legal action?
I think the answer to that is yes.
And any resolutions could be costly.
In terms of other buildings that we've done, are somewhere between the vicinity of $3 to $10 million to replace just the building facade.
Sahil Basin's company found more than half of the 100 buildings they tested have potentially dangerous cladding. He says the Victorian building industry is facing real trouble.
This could lead to large builders going into liquidation in 2018 that we have not seen before. And the reason for that is having counterclaims or claims against you for $3 million to $10 million and then timesing that by 10 buildings that they've constructed in the last year may send some of these bigger builders into liquidation.
All right, so as you can see here, look, it's just hollow.
For now, residents are trying to cope with the emotional and financial stress of combustible cladding.
To be honest, I do feel a bit let down, as I say, because it's pure and simple. A government's responsibility is the safety of its citizens.
It's a responsibility that could be expensive for all involved. James Oaten, ABC News, Melbourne.